This is the continuation of Nationalism in India MCQs. Who created the first image of Bharat Mata? It is created, that's your keyword. Again, the answer is Bankim Chandra Chattopadhyay. Who painted the famous image of Bharat Mata being moved by the Swadeshi Movement? Here it is painted and it is inspired by the Swadeshi Movement. The answer is Abanindranath Tagore. Who collected ballads, nursery rhymes, myths and led the movement for folk revival in Bengal? Three options. It is Rabindranath Tagore. The next one. Name the volume of Tamil folk tales published by Natesa Sastri. Three options. It is the Folklore of Southern India. In which year did Gandhiji design the Swaraj Flag? It is 1921. Identify the colors of the flag during the Swadeshi Movement. Again, three options. It's red, green and yellow. It has to be in this order, okay? Red, green and yellow. Identify the colors of the Swaraj flag. Swaraj flag designed by Gandhiji in 1921. Here it is red, green and white. So remember, Swadeshi is red, green and yellow, whereas Swaraj flag is red, green, that is common. Yellow changes to white. So red, green and white. Carrying the flag, holding it aloft during marches became a symbol of dash. That is, carrying it in your hand, holding it high up was a symbol of defiance, that is, going against. So the answer is A, defiance. Next, who published the Folklore of Southern India? It is C, Natesa Sastri. What are the various methods used to generate the feeling of nationalism? So to bring this feeling of nationalism, what methods were used? History and literature, folklore and songs, images and icons, or all of the above? The answer is all of the above. All these things were used to create that feeling of nationalism, feeling of patriotism for your country. So it is D, all of the above. The next one. Name the leaders of the Congress who felt that by taking part in provincial council elections, they could oppose the British policies. That is, leaders who wanted to participate in the elections so that they could say that these British policies are wrong and oppose them. Three options. The answer is C.R. Das and Motilal Nehru. Next. Gandhiji started which movement supporting the Khilafat movement? It is non-cooperation movement. Remember, for Khilafat, it is non-cooperation. For opposing the Jallianwala Bagh killings, also it is non-cooperation. Next one. CDM started with which main demand? Abolition of salt law, abolition of untouchability, or abolition of revenue? It is A, abolition of salt law. The next one. What does the spinning wheel in the center of the Swaraj flag represent? The answer is B, self-help. Which was the place decided by Gandhiji to break the salt law? It is C, Dandi. When did the Jallianwala Bagh massacre, that is killings, take place? It is 13th April 1919. The year is 1919 and it is the unlucky number 13. So 13 April 1919. The Ottoman Emperor was also called Nawab, Khalifa or Sultan. The answer is B, Khalifa. Name the British officer who was responsible for the Jallianwala Bagh killings. Hastings, Mountbatten or General Dyer? The answer is General Dyer. When did Gandhiji send a letter to Viceroy Irwin with 11 demands stating the needs of different groups in society? Again, it's about your dates. Okay, so the answer is 31st January 1930. Under whose leadership did the Congress try to bring different classes and groups of society, Indian society, into one movement? The answer is Gandhiji. Name the disease associated with World War I, plague, flu, or influenza. The answer is influenza. Now here there is a way to remember, because two diseases are there mentioned in this lesson. One is plague and one is influenza. Now World War one in the Roman number resembles I, right? So influenza also starts with I. So remember, World War I with influenza. What led Gandhiji to demand for a complete withdrawal of the British power from India? Okay, so why did he now say that totally the British have to just leave India? One is failure of Cripps mission, second, effect of World War II, or C, a lot of discontentment in India, or all of the above. The answer is D, all of these. That is, Cripps mission failed, World War II, the impact was terrible for India, and people of India were now truly dissatisfied. So it's all of these. Next, when and where was the historic Quit India movement resolution passed? You have your three places: Bombay, Chennai, Wardha, and then your dates are there. The answer is C, Wardha, 14 July 1942. The next one, name the famous speech made by Gandhiji which is associated with the Quit India movement. It is C, do or die. The next one is match the column. Three names are given and the states are given, 3 states. These are leaders associated with the Quit India movement, which ultimately led to the British leaving India. So you have Kanaklata Barua, Matangini Hazra, and Ramadevi. You have to associate them with their states. So Kanaklata is with Assam, Matangini Hazra is with Bengal, and Ramadevi is with Orissa. So this is your answer for this MCQ. Next, when was the Gandhi-Irwin pact signed? 5th March 1931, 5th April 1932, 5th March 1930. The answer is A, 5th March 1931. In the later on subsequent images painted of Bharat Mata, the lion and the elephant are also shown. What do they symbolize? The answer is power and authority. The next MCQ, what is the full form of HSRA? The answer is A, Hindustan Socialist Republican Army. Who were the two individuals who threw a bomb in the Legislative Assembly in 1929? The answer is A, Bhagat Singh and Batukeshwar Datta. What was Bhagat Singh's age when he was executed? He was only 23 years old. So the answer is 23. Which was the slogan used extensively by Bhagat Singh? The answer is C, Inqilab Zindabad.